we're our own worst enemies, right? We beat ourselves up routinely. I heard you say you don't have to, nobody needs to criticize you because you do it enough to yourself. I'm the same way. I don't need critics because I'm my own worst critic. That could be a detriment. But also, if you look at confirmation bias, the unique thing about confirmation bias is it's like this cell phone. If I pick up this cell phone and I could record in 4K, which is typical of most phones, that's kind of how our brain and our senses work. If I pick this phone up and I push record and record it in 4K, it would stop recording when I've met all the bandwidth. I've filled up the memory. And it would crash. And then I would have to partition it. I'd have to shut it down, and it's fucking reset. So if we are thinking about that in psychological terms, in confirmation bias, we create the narrative. Then I go out into the world focused. I can't keep it running in 4K, so I can only partition my focus. I'm looking at you, you're looking at me, we're focused, and then we shut it down. We watch YouTube and stare into oblivion for fucking an hour. We get back to whatever, and we're focused. You could only partition your focus. The problem with us is if we are looking for confirmation of the narrative in our heads, we'll go out into the world and we will look for evidence that we are who we say we are. So if you wake up and you're like, I'm a fat piece of shit, then you'll walk into the world looking for evidence of that and go, that dude looked at my stomach. I fucking knew it. He looked in disgust. I'm a fat piece of shit. Because that's how we collect the evidence. Mm-hmm. It's how faith is based. Because that becomes our faith and our new belief. If somebody who's religious doesn't look at an accident. Hey, 6 kids died in a van rollover. That's tragic. I question my belief in God now because God would never do that. They do the opposite. They go, you know what? Was there another vehicle that bypassed through there? Yeah, that could have been T-bone. That had 2 people's lives in it. They have a family. That's a miracle of God. And that reaffirms my faith and my belief. We do the same thing every day. So if you want to become more resilient and more focused as a person, you need to wake up and say, I'm the fucking best. I mean, I know Andy Stumps, Jack Carr, and all the Navy SEALs that I know, they live this because they think they're the best. Navy SEALs think they're the fucking best. That's how you become more resilient, because if you affirm every day, even if you're not, and you say you're good enough or you're the best, you're going to do well. It's like the Jocko shit, it's Goggin shit. It's that easy. You just say, I'm the fucking best. I'm a badass. I'm going to do it. And if you go out in the world looking for that belief, you'll find it and you'll get better.